All right, so the other week, Union dropped these on their website directly and actually ended up hitting a pair of them, which was super rad to be able to do that. I mean, I like the fact that I'm able to hit on some of these boutiques and that they're doing their most to like protect against bots and stuff like that. But anyway, Union did a great job. I was able to get a pair. A lot of people were able to get a pair manually. And this is a look at one of the 2 colorways that ended up releasing this last round. This is one of the 3 colorways in total that released. Let's go ahead and get into the review of the Hyper Blue colorway of the Dunk Lows. What is going on, guys? Hess here. Hopefully having a good day out there. Thank you guys for stopping by and watching. If you guys enjoy sneakers, please consider subscribing. If you want to check out my website, Collective Kicks, it's always in the description of the video as well. This pair of sneakers, though, I'm super geeked up and happy that I was able to get. And actually, they look way better in person than I would have thought. Honestly, it was kind of on the fence. When I saw pictures of them, I was like, yeah, they look interesting. But it's tough to really be a judge unless you see them in person and you can see the materials and just in general the colors and how they can kind of blend together and stuff. And I gotta say, I actually really like what they ended up doing. Now, I did switch the laces. You can see here on one of them, I went with the white on one shoe, but they actually came with blue laces as well. So leave a comment in the comment section, which of the laces do you like better. Also, this is a tearaway pair of sneakers. So there's actually a tearaway layer over top of the blue, and then there's 2 different tones of blue. If you guys actually want a video of me ripping the upper on these and then doing blue and white laces, drop a comment in the comment section. Drop a like on the video. Let me know that you guys actually want to see that, because otherwise I'm destroying my only pair of these that I actually ended up getting. Right now the resale is under $300 or around $300 for these, which is really pretty solid. I feel like that's going to go up quite a bit once more people get these in hand. But I kind of want to tear away the upper though, so if you guys want to see it, drop a like and let me know. Anyway, back to the box a little bit. You can see this is a very interesting looking box. This is one of 3 colorways that dropped in a passport pack from Union. Chris, the owner of Union, I saw like behind the scenes or whatever of Nike sneakers about these. So it sounds like when he went to Europe and like Japan, he found pairs of Nike Dunks in like the early 2000 era that he really liked. And then this is kind of like an inspiration from some of the ones that he saw or had back in the day. So there was 3 different colorways in the passport pack. The first colorway was a pistachio colorway, and obviously if you look at the shoe, it doesn't look quite pistachio like, but when you remove the upper, it kind of matches the theme of the high top pistachio Nike Dunks from early 2000s. I believe that was a Europe exclusive release. And then the court purple colorway of the passport pack was actually themed after what these were originally themed after. So this is actually a shoe that also takes inspiration from the court purples from 1999, and it was basically a high top version of this color blocking right here. And then they ended up flipping it and making it on a low top version for the court purple passport Dunks. Lastly, this colorway took inspiration from the ARGON colorway from 2000, I believe, and it is actually going to be retroed in 2022. So we'll see like the original styling of what ended up releasing in like the early 2000s. But if you tear away the upper of this, it will look very similar to that pair of sneakers. The difference is the box colors of these are not ARGON. It actually says Hyper Royal White and then Psychic Blue. So that's why you see Hyper Royal Psychic Blue for these, and then you'll also see ARGON. So there are a couple different names themed after the ARGONs from back in the day, but the actual colors on the box are the ones that I just said. So the box has a very fitting theme. It looks like a flight ticket, which is obviously a nod to traveling in the passport pack. And then inside you could see there's a bunch of stamps here from like a passport. To be quite honest though, when I look at these shoes, and if you don't hear anything about the theme and you hear passport pack and then you look at the shoe and you like, it doesn't look like a passport at all. Like obviously it's a little bit deeper than that. You have to go like, well, why does this have the theme called a passport? Then you understand the story that he gives of basically going and traveling to different places and then getting the inspiration from the travel part. And these are the gems that he kind of found back then and then flipped them and then made them his own in like a revised remixed version. And I think that that is a much cooler story. So right off the bat, when you get a pair of Union collaboration sneakers from either Nike or Jordan brand, you know that they're going to be paying extra close attention to the details on the shoes, especially the materials, because they don't usually use standard materials, and that's no exception in this shoe right here. They definitely went a little bit of a different direction. Obviously the tearaway material is very interesting on the upper. One thing that I noticed is across the toe and then underneath the swoosh, they're done in a left to right motion like squares, but then for the lighter blue for the panels around the toe guard as well as through the laces and then the wings in the back, they are done sideways, so it looks like diamond shaped instead. So even though it looks like the same material, they flipped it, and because of that it has different shapes on the shoe. And I don't know, I just like something simple like that. It looks kind of cool the way that they did that. Also, the other thing that was very intentional is the wavy lines of the stitching across the upper of the shoe. They definitely didn't do a very like noble job stitching this guy up. It looks like something that's kind of homebrewed on there, but I like the fact that the stitching is kind of just wibble wobbly all the way around in the red. You might not have noticed it the first time, but then after a while you look and you're like, okay, they went kind of crazy with the way that they threw that down. I also like the little button right here with the Union logo. I think that that's pretty awesome as well. Just a nice extra little detail, always a plus. But speaking of details, they really went in on the Nike swoosh on the side and the Nike logo on the back. I really like this material that they put on here. It kind of has like a chain link fence vibe to it. Again, it's vertical up and down, but it looks really cool. And then it has the same material also on the backside of the Nike. It's not like a Nike SB Dunk, so the tongue is not really thick or anything. It's a really thin tongue actually, and it does have the tearaway on that as well. You do have a piping around the tongue in like a blue translucent material, but it's not the same as the tearaway material on most of the upper. On the insole, you have the Union logo on one and then the Nike logo on the other. And while I'm on the insoles, it's the one thing that I found a bit annoying about these shoes is the insole on the left foot for me was not centered when it was put into the shoe. So when I tried them on, it was like wedged up really close. It was almost like they had the wrong size insole, but honestly I couldn't pull them out because it was glued to the bottom of the shoe, so it was really kind of difficult to get that adjusted. But it extended further past this section over here than it was supposed to, so it was really kind of uncomfortable on feet. So kind of weird, but it wasn't the best experience on feet because of that. One thing that I really did like about the shoe though is the translucent sole on the bottom half of the shoe. So it's a white midsole and then translucent ice blue on this colorway. And then you could see the Union logo on the bottom right there in like an orange color, which is kind of the color of the stitching. So really like the way that that was integrated. Anyways, also on the bottom of the outsole, you could see that they have like some blue like honeycombs underneath the Nike logo right here, which I thought was interesting that you could see all of that. I don't recall seeing that on other pairs, but I don't know. It's just something that I found was interesting. I do think that the blue laces would actually go pretty well with the shoe if you did the tearaway from the heel cup around here underneath the Nike swoosh and then on the toe, because that's where the dark blue is, and then the light blue is in the other areas. Also, another detail that I like is just the Union LA right here. It's definitely something that needs to be represented on the sneakers, considering it's a Union collaboration. But I think that they did a really good job on this pack, and I like the fact that they're doing sneaker packs that are themed to the individual and their experiences more so than to the masses and what they would be maybe wanting. I like the fact that he's taken like a very calculated approach to like storytelling from something that's personal to him. And I'm speaking about Chris. And then basically just allowing us to consume it in a way where some of us might just get the shoe and not even know anything about the origins of why the shoes look the way that they do, but other people like myself like are very intrigued by like, well, what was in your head, and like tell me, like I want to know more about the stories of him picking up the OGs from back in the day where they had such a heavy like feel to him that he wanted to design a pack around those three colorways. And I think it's a special moment. I mean, anytime you travel somewhere and you buy something from somewhere, and the whole concept of like the Nike Dunks back then of like being regionally exclusive, Japan exclusive Nike Dunks, the fact that they were exclusive to Japan, I mean, that probably made it extra exciting, as he was kind of alluding to going over there and finding all the colorful Dunks, because he was a huge fan of Dunks back then. So I think that that's pretty cool that he was able to like share that story and that passion and the idea of like finding that gem in like that random shop in Japan, and then now having his own collaboration that's for the masses and the hype culture for now. I think, I don't know, just something really cool about that. Anyways, what do you guys think about the Union Passport Dunks? Is it something you guys were interested in or not? All in all, it's a pretty cool pack, man, and definitely happy that I was able to get one of the three. Don't know if I'll get the other two, and I don't think I have an interest to complete the pack as of yet, at least. But I definitely am interested in seeing what they're doing with the Air Jordan 2s coming out soon as well. So hopefully I'll be able to score one of those ones for a video. If not, I might have to pay to play and get a pair on the open market. But anyway, I appreciate what Union did. This is pretty awesome. I didn't know they've been around for 30 years. I've just not paid attention. I mean, to LA primarily, maybe. I don't know. I didn't even know that. But I think that's awesome that they've had some longevity in the market. But have a good one. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you guys want to buy a pair of these, I'll link them to like eBay in the description. But appreciate y'all for stopping by, and hopefully you guys hit on a pair as well. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you guys want to see me rip the layer up on another video. Drop a like on the video and let me know, and then hopefully if I get enough of those, I'll rip these guys up. But thank you again for watching. Have a good one. And hopefully we'll see you back for some more videos. All right. Peace, guys.